welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to be sharing 10 cleaning tips that have worked for me. As a busy stay-at-home mom, it can definitely take a toll on you when it comes to cleaning and trying to keep up with the house. So these are my 10 tips as to how I have kept the house somewhat clean. This house is by no means sparkling clean, and it's not as clean as I'd really like it to be, but it is clean enough to where I don't feel so overwhelmed. But I do feel like a lot of the reason why that is because of these 10 cleaning tips. So I want to share them with you. If you are whether you're a stay-at-home mom or you work from home or you work out in an office, but these are 10 tips that I've implemented that have helped me a lot with keeping up with the house. These are in no particular order, so let's just get into the 10 tips. Okay, so tip number 1 is making your bed every morning. And I know that this is something that is in usually all cleaning video tips, but the reason that I put this is because it is very important to make your bed every morning. It takes me maybe not even a minute to make it, but it makes a huge difference at night when I walk in and I see that the bed was made, and I'm so excited to get under the covers because they feel nice and fresh. I have noticed that the days that I walk in and the bed was not made, yes, I'm looking forward to get into bed, but it just doesn't make me have that happy feeling of walking in and seeing my bed made. So take that extra minute or two to make your bed, and it will make a huge difference in your mood throughout the day every time you walk in and out of your room. Tip number 2 is to do 1 load of laundry. I used to be someone that would wait till the end of the week, and I would do probably, 4 or 5 loads a day. And I just felt so overwhelmed because I had all of that to fold and put away. But I decided to do 1 load of laundry a day, and that has really helped me keep up with the laundry. Being able to do 1 load of laundry a day also allows you to just put more time and effort into taking care of your clothes. And by that I mean, removing any stains or putting like stain remover on it. Being able to hang them properly instead of just rushing and hanging them all crazy. I used to do that. I remember having to do 5 loads in 1 day, and I did not feel like it. I just wanted to hurry up, even though I'd sit and watch a movie or watch something on TV, it just was not something that I was looking forward to. So the fact that I give just my time to 1 load a day really helps me to focus on taking care of that load of laundry and putting them away the same day so that I don't feel so overwhelmed. Number 3 is, I don't have a specific name for it, but I guess I could call it like a one-touch deal, where you get home, you take off your shoes, you take off your purse, your diaper bag, whatever bag you're bringing in, and you just leave it at the door, and then you end up having to go back and pick it up later. And my tip is to just touch that item once. So you get to the house, take off your shoes, take them directly to where they belong, take them to where their home is, because if you get home and you decide, I'll just get it later, you don't do it later. You end up having to do it when you're cleaning up, during your cleaning routine or something, and it's just more things that you need to take back. Instead of just touching it once, put the diaper bag where it belongs, put your shoes where they belong, your purse where they belong. Find a home for everything, so that way when you get home, you take it straight to where they belong and you're not having to pick them up later. Tip number 4 is another big tip for me that I have implemented and has really, really helped to keep the house clean, and that is to clean as you go. And I more so mean this in the kitchen whenever you're cooking. I love to cook and clean as I go, because then it doesn't feel like it's so much that I have to clean up after dinner or lunch or whatever meal you're making. So whenever you're cooking, if you're not using the dish anymore, if you're not using the cutting board with a knife, whatever it is, if you are done using it and your meal is cooking on the stove or the oven or whatever, clean as you go so that when you're done, there's not much to pick up. Tip number 5 is to clean the sink and do a quick tidy up before bed. This has also been one of those tips that I've implemented and has really changed things for me when it comes to keeping the house clean. I remember going to bed and I would just, after dinner, I didn't feel like doing the dishes and I would just leave them there. I didn't feel like sweeping after dinner, so I would just wake up to a messy kitchen, a messy sink. I'd be stepping on crumbs on the floor. Instead of taking that extra 5-10 minutes to just clean the sink and do a quick sweep around the kitchen and put things where they belong. That way, when you're waking up in the morning to start breakfast, you don't feel like just picking up something to eat because you don't feel like cooking since you have a mess in the kitchen. Those are things I used to say when I would walk into the kitchen and see a messy sink. I'll just go pick up food because I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like cleaning. I don't feel like walking in there and stepping all over crumbs. So let's just go pick up something. So instead of getting to that point, take that extra 5-10 minutes to clean your sink, to sweep up, whatever mess you made from dinner or throughout the day in your kitchen, and go to sleep with a clean sink and kitchen. Tip number 6 goes along with tip number 5, and that is to wipe down the table and sweep under the table after every meal. And I know it can be a little overwhelming if you're thinking, okay, if we eat at home 3 meals a day, especially right now that the majority of us are at home, it can be a little overwhelming to think that you have to wipe down the table every single time and sweep under the table. But it makes a huge difference, because if you just leave the crumbs under the table from after every meal, like especially with us that we have 3 daughters that are at the table, they make a mess, and it makes a huge difference at night when you're doing that quick tidy up because you don't have much to sweep or clean at the table. And this is just a quick wipe down. It doesn't have to be anything, deep clean or anything. Just go take your cleaner, take your rag, do a quick cleanup of the table, placemats. Like with us, we have our daughters. And the good thing is if you have kids that are old enough, let's just say they're 5, 6, 7 years old, you can start asking them to help you when it comes to like cleaning the table. I know our older daughter, she's 10 now, and she's the one that sweeps under after the meals. And then, we have a 5 and a 6, and they're the ones that help to wipe down the placemats. You can assign that to your kids and have them help you so it doesn't seem so overwhelming for you. And that leads me to tip number 7, and that is to encourage your kids to help you clean up. I have 4 daughters. 3 of them have a 5, 6, and 10, like I mentioned a minute ago. And those 3 help a lot when it comes to either washing dishes. A 10-year-old will help to wash after dinner. She'll also help to sweep under the kitchen. The 5 and 6-year-old we have already helping to wipe down placemats and wipe down the table. My 15-month-old, there's not much she can do, but I do have her help me to pick up her little toys and put them in her bucket. And I'm starting to show her how to put her toys away when it's time for her to go to bed or when she's done playing. And I don't believe that it's too early to show your kids how to pick up and be responsible. My 15-month-old, like I mentioned, she just helps to pick up her toys, but I don't have her doing chores or any of that. I just have her picking up her little toys so that she knows, okay, I'm done, it's time to put it away. The earlier that you show them, the more they understand that it's time to put things away when they're done. It's time to clean up when we're done eating. So encourage your kids to help out, especially after meals, so that you are not so overwhelmed doing it on your own. Tip number 8 goes along with tip number 1, and that is after you finish cleaning your bed, take all of your mugs, take any dirty diapers from the night before, take any water cups or anything that you have on your end tables, take them to the kitchen the moment you walk out of the room in the morning. That way, you don't have to worry if you're washing dishes later on throughout the day, oh, I have cups that I still needed to wash in the room. Just take everything with you when you walk out of the room in the morning. Tip number 9 is something you've probably seen in my cleaning videos if you've watched them, and that is to take a basket with you while you're cleaning, doing your cleaning routine all around the house, and just filling it up with everything that needs to go to either the kitchen, the bathroom, the rooms, or wherever else that you're cleaning. The reason that I do this is, as much as I'd like to get my steps in, it is helpful for me to just distribute everything to its home at once. And that could be something like a shirt that was left on the couch, a toy that goes in the room, or a brush that goes to the bathroom. Everything that you find around the house that has a home, but it's not in the living room, it's in the rooms or something, put that in the basket and distribute that to the rooms later once you're done completely cleaning. Tip number 10 is another great one and is one of my favorites because it has changed a lot about how I view cleaning the tub, and that is to clean your tub right before you shower. In my cleaning videos, you probably won't ever see me cleaning the tub, and it's not because I don't clean it, it's because I do it right before I shower. And this has helped me a lot, especially right now that I'm pregnant, having to be on my knees and scrubbing the tub, scrubbing the shower walls and all of that. It's not something that I really want to do, especially because I'll get super hot and it's just so frustrating. I give myself a little spa session, if you will, after scrubbing the tub. It's my little reward of cleaning the tub, and I'll do a few drops of eucalyptus essential oils in the tub. I'll exfoliate my face, I'll shave and just reward myself for cleaning the tub. So I hope that these 10 tips are helpful. I hope that you give them a try. Let me know down below if you have any other tips that have worked for you and your family, not make you feel so overwhelmed about doing house chores. I'm always looking for new tips to implement into my cleaning routine. So if you watch this and you have any more tips for me, please comment down below and let me know. I really appreciate you watching this. I will see you in my next cleaning video. Bye.